Hi, it's Darren Rowse from ProBlogger here. Just answering another reader question or a follower question from Twitter. Ryan Barr asked me this question: what is the best way to utilize ads on a blog and maximize their potential profit? It's a fairly big question and goes beyond what I can really cover in a few minutes, but in general, there are 5 or so factors that come into play when you want to optimize the ads appearing on your blog, and I'll give you some links to these as well with this video. But really the revenue comes about as a result of these sorts of factors. Number one, the traffic, plus the position of your ad, the design of your ad, and the relevancy of your ad, and how much the ad is paying. There are probably other factors that people will argue play a part, but for me, these are the 5 things that I'm thinking about. Traffic. You want to be driving people to see the ads. The more people who see the ad, the more that it can earn you, whether that be a pay-per-click ad or whether it be an impression-based ad. The same goes with affiliate type ads as well. In general, the more people who see it, the higher chance that it will be clicked. It's not the only factor, but it's one. The position of the ads, it's the analogy I quite often use is if you're placing a billboard on the back road, the back street of a town or out in the country areas, not many people are going to see that ad, and so it's not going to be overly effective. But if you place a billboard on the side of a freeway or at a busy intersection where people are stopping and they're looking for something to do while they wait for the lights to change, that ad will be more effective because more people will see it and engage with it. The same is true on your blog. The better the position, the better the ad can perform. So you want to put it above the fold, above that place on the screen where you don't have to scroll down to see the ad, at natural pause points on the blog. So after your post can be a good point, even though it's below the fold. It's a point where people pause. They come to the end of reading what you've written, and they want to do something, and so that can be a good spot. The design of your ads, some ad networks like AdSense will give you the ability to control what your ad looks like, and the key with this is to really experiment with different color schemes, with using borders and not using borders and that type of thing. I find that really loud and vibrant ads tend to annoy people more than anything, whereas if you try and blend the ads into your site a little bit more, it can help in terms of a click-through rate. So if you're being paid per click, then that's a good thing. The 4th factor was the relevancy of your ads. If your content is about digital cameras and you've got an ad appearing there for MP3 players, you're not going to have as much success in getting people to click that ad. Whereas if the ads and the content and the intent of the reader match up, so if your reader is there wanting to buy a camera, you've got tips on how to buy a camera, and then you've got ads appearing that allow your reader to buy a camera, then the relevancy of those 3 things match up, and you've got a much greater likelihood of the person clicking the ad, and so that can increase the earnings of that particular ad. And the last factor is how much the ads are paying. And this will vary from ad network to ad network, or whether you're doing a private deal with an advertiser. And really, I guess you want to put yourself in the best position to charge more for that. So they're the 5 factors that come into play. You need to experiment a lot with all of those 5 factors, see what works best for your particular blog. No rules sort of go across all blogs, but they're the 5 things that I'd be thinking about experimenting with and testing on your particular blog. I hope that's a helpful introduction to ad optimization. This is Darren from ProBlogger.net.